Today I have an extra special recipe from my cousin Carl in Ohio, Carl Glenn, and he gave me permission to make his recipe for his pickled eggs and sausage. Now, first of all, we need to make a brine for the recipe, and I have a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I use the apple cider vinegar that's got the mother in the bottom, which means it's not as finely strained as the other kind. So I'm going to put that in here. Got a cup of water. Tablespoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt today. And he calls for a quarter cup of sugar. He used his maple syrup. He collects it and makes maple syrup. Very industrious person. Okay, I'm going to put this on the stove. I'm going to bring it up to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. So I'll be back. Okay, while that's coming to a boil and simmer, we're going to start stuffing our quart jars. And first of all, I need to smash my garlic. I didn't do it, I forgot. So I'm just taking a knife and just pushing down on it to bring the flavors out, to release the flavors. There we go. Okay, I have here about 6 little cloves of garlic that I just smashed. Okay, now first what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the seasonings. Now I have a tablespoon of black peppercorns. I have a tablespoon of mustard seed. We also have onion that I sliced. I have smoked sausage. You can use kielbasa like Carl did, but I prefer the smoked sausage, the beef kind. And then we have 1 jalapeno sliced. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put some onions in the bottom. What I don't use, I'll use in a recipe later on. I'm going to put a couple jalapenos in there. That's 5 pieces per jar. We've got some sausages. First of all, let me put some seasoning in there. I'm going to take a spoon, take some of the mustard seeds, put it in each one, and some of the black peppercorns. And also we have a teaspoon of crushed pepper that you put on pizza. Teaspoon of that. I'm going to put some in there. Now I'm going to put some meat. This is sliced in rounds, thinly. And now I'm going to put a couple eggs in there. Some more meat. Let's get the other one in here. I put 4 eggs in each jar. I forgot my garlic that I need to put in here. And let me stuff it with some more meat in each one. some more seasoning, mustard seeds, black peppercorns, and the crushed red pepper. There we go. Now we'll wait till the brine comes to a boil and simmer, and then we'll put it in here. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to pour it in these jars. I do have my handy dandy funnel that I use when I can things. Okay, I'm a little bit short on one jar. I'm going to go make some more brine, and we'll be back. You want to leave a little bit of room on the top for the so that everything's covered, but then the air is out of it. So I'm going to put my lids on my jars. I don't know if I can get any more onions in there. I got onions left over. And since the brine was kind of hot, I'm going to leave it unscrewed a little bit to let the heat out. And then we'll put it in the refrigerator. 5 days from now, we will taste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the recipe below. And then I'll come back in after we taste the eggs and give you a report on how they tasted. I had to add a little bit to the brine because mine didn't come out right, but it was fixable. So I'll just add to the brine on the recipe, and you can go from there. Trust me, it's going to be good. Thank you again, Carl. If you like this recipe, please subscribe to the channel so you'll get more recipes. I deal with gluten-free and dairy-free most of the time, but sometimes you don't even have to say that because this would not be gluten-free. I mean, this would not have gluten in it unless it was in the meat. That's another thing you got to check to make sure your meat does not have gluten. And Hailshire Farms told me that their smoked sausage with beef is gluten-free. So I'm going to take their word from it. I've been eating it forever, so no reactions. So make sure you check your meat too, because sometimes they add fillers to them. But come back and see us. Love you all. God bless.